true? How do you know me so well?
I don't know.
It's like you're in my brain.
I obviously don't know the extent of everything. Like, you haven't told me anything about your other interviews or whatever, but where I'm standing...
I feel like I'm a big part of what you're doing.
I think I'm overreacting.
Yeah, from where I'm standing, I'm like, I made something out of nothing.
True.
I
You
should have
did.
just fucking grinned and bared it. I should have just moved the fuck on.
True.
Even
Give him my logs with Max for what? I don't owe him anything. Keep
There it
crying
is.
about not getting those fucking logs.
There
I
it
don't
is.
care.
There it is. Those
Cry
logs will
about it.
never be
Say that I'm a
released.
weasel. Say that I'm whatever.
You know what, actually? You know what's really funny? I bet that Max and Lav, I bet Max made Lav delete their logs. I bet he said something like, in case they get hacked or blah, blah, blah. I bet Max actually had Lav delete the logs because he doesn't trust her and thinks that she might leak them. I bet that's happening.
Owing you. You know it would make you look bad. No. Max puts our logs in his article.
Selectively.
So I don't need to. They're gonna be public.
Some of them.
I also don't know what would make me look bad. Literally, all I'm doing in those is saying, look, I'll fucking read you an excerpt. Tell me if this makes me look bad.
Oh god, I hope
It
this is
might.
the welcome to the Orbiters Club. Oh no, this is between
And I'll
her and
only read
Max.
what I said.
He won't even read her part.
Sorry, there's a lot of logs.
Jesus. He's working overtime.
God, there's so much. I don't even...
Oh man, and they have weekly calls. Ugh.
There's so much. I don't even know where to start. And it also involves
Well, what?
people. and
Off
I
the
don't
record
wanna-
stuff that he's been telling you about? Why
I
would
also,
he even
I have
share
a fear
that?
that if I
Why would he even tell her
equip-
that? Do you think that's kind of weird? Like, if Max is talking to her about personal shit from other people, and she's like a victim that he's writing his article about, why the fuck would he share
It's
any of
literally
that with
just
her?
me being like, I don't want to be involved in the article, but also I really do want to be involved in the article, and I feel like I made it all up. I'm freaked out. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm making up how uncomfortable I am. I'm really disoriented. I still think he's the good guy and I've done something wrong. I feel like I'm doing something wrong by even telling you how I feel about it.
It's so cringe that they're playing this like circle jerk, like where they keep coming on each other kind of thing, where like she's saying that for as a bid for social reassurance, right? Like, I think I'm still doing the wrong thing. And I bet if you read his reply, he's like, you're not doing the wrong thing. She's like, he might still be the good guy. And he's like, no, he's not. Don't worry. Like, they're doing this like cringe back and forth. Like, they're like enacting their own little mini like Broadway play with each other in DMs.
That's it. And then it's,
Yeah, true. Also, that's also true. She offloads her entire decision-making process onto another person who's like actively poised to be in opposition to me. And it's like, you don't see how this is a little bit weird?
my online career as a permanent mark and my private life is made public. Has already happened. Same thing with all of us. I think I'm waiting for a bomb to drop. I have to see something that pushes me over the edge. Another female orbiter introduced or another big thing. It feels too made up in my head right now. He said, you have such mixed feelings about this. Validation that your feelings are real makes you feel guilty and terrified, and gaslighting that it's all in your head makes you feel enraged. But as soon as you feel the rage, it flips back to guilt and terror. I said, yes. I'm also so afraid of becoming a woman who makes another false allegation. I'm so vehemently against it. I have to be 100% sure. I almost tweeted about it earlier when he was going over our talk and trying to discredit us on stream. He said, part of you being against it comes from an empathetic place. Part of it is self-protection, but part of it seems like a learned hatred of those who would rock the boat. And I said, I don't want to be his secret keeper. But being his secret keeper is keeping me safe. What if Steven is just as messy as I am, poor boundaries, and a victim of his circumstance?
Is he telling her she feels?
I'm waiting for proof he's doing this on purpose, but I think a lot of what you've said is that he possibly isn't because he isn't an evil overlord, but his actions are abusive nonetheless, and it needs to be addressed, which I also which I completely agree with in theory. But holy shit, if you've seen the videos of him and Anna 2 years ago, I do not want to be Anna, and you cannot guarantee me I will be safe, and I cannot guarantee that for myself. I can only lose. He said, I think what I was saying is that whether it's abuse doesn't seem messy. As a person, we're all messy. I think once the guilt and fear come, you switch from, is Steven abusing me, to Steven is a terrible person. Of course, evaluating what kind of person he is messy, but evaluating his behavior seems pretty straightforward to me. I said, I'm very worried the public will not feel that way, and then I become Anna. Max, I found him through those Anna videos, and it enticed me.
Ah, so she did know about the Anna stuff. Very nice. Another
he
lie.
Said it's a chance to prove that you're not what you've been told you are. I said, I need to talk to my therapist about it. I said, I'm the common denominator. Is it me, or does almost every man use his platform to abuse women? I really want to come forward, and I'm wanting to protect myself. I just don't know how to do both. Max said, you also want to protect him. I said, I'm so mad that I do. He says, even if he is abusive, it seems pretty clear that you feel like you made him do it. After talking to blank, it has become clear to me that our biggest obstacles are the women themselves. Anna could have stopped the perception that she is a stalker any time in the past 2 years and has chosen not to. When she told me, and then I said when she told me that her and Steven were still in contact, I was literally sunlocked. And he said, yeah. She doesn't want him to stop. She doesn't want him to stop talking to her.
Hold on.
I said,
this is interesting to listen to their conversations.
To be honest, I feel similarly. He said, yeah, I think that's important to acknowledge. And then I don't want to. And then we talk about something that I don't. We talk about someone who would not be happy if I.
Oh, he also does reveal true. The women are the obstacles. After talking to X, he is telling her the women that he's talking about, that he's talking to. That's true.
That's what our conversations look like.
The reality is that, like, I think I've said this before, like, the Death Note, like, telling really complicated lies involving multiple people it's really fun and exciting, but in the real world, it just doesn't work. There are so many stories you have to keep track of. There's so many people that can leak anything. It's just not possible to do. As much as you might want to do it, there's no way. Unless you literally have, like, life-ending blackmail on somebody, we can guarantee their silence. A friend will always tell a friend, and then once the second or third party removed knows, they just tell everybody because they don't give a fuck about your secret, you know? Like, that's always how shit gets leaked.
Person with their community, of course. All
right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.